Hello and welcome back to the Tips on podcast. I'm Tim, joined here by Tom, and
What's
today we are going to be talking about a surprise project from the Cave's best collaboration with these consistently tasteful Wu-Tang vibes throughout the whole thing.
TikToks and Kitty Beats have made a project.
Yeah, it's called Unlocked. It's unlocked my brain. It unlocks like the best part of your brain, the Wu-Tang part of your brain. That's what it unlocks. It Yeah, it's a very short project. It's like 17 minutes long. If you're a bit of a hip hop head, if you're an old head, then I think you'll like this. If you're not into most modern stuff, it's one of the best rappers out there right now. One of our favorite rappers, along with our, I'd say, kind of our favorite producer. Definitely the most charismatic producer. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and it
I'd say
is.
Alchemist is both more our favourite and more charismatic. But we love Kenny nonetheless.
Yeah. Kenny's a nice guy. And this project, man, it comes out of the gate swinging with these bombastic bars from Curry and a quirky 808 that's straight up swang throughout.
What you
It's
talking about? The first track's like a
oh no, I'm talking about
style
after that. It has this weird like really weird thing.
report type or
Yeah.
documentary clip or something.
Is it talking about like I thought it was talking about like it sounds like it's talking about animals rather than like but it could be talking about people as well. I'm not sure. Um Yeah, it's very weird. I don't really know what it is. There is some kind of some loose threads to do with racial dynamics going on in this project, but I don't think they are too much at the forefront. And I think they're very loose and they're not. The big focus is more like just Curry rapping about the hood and stuff mostly. Um, So yeah, it's got a there's some great hooks on this project, and it's a really hard hitting hook, followed by a pretty exceptional beat switch on this opener. The
Yeah,
pitch
this
switch,
beat switches up so many times. It makes it
yeah,
feel like a much longer song than it actually is.
yeah, certainly,
I
and
liked the first verse, but I thought the sort of chopped up pitched one wasn't as good.
I really liked the pitch switched vocals. I thought they were a pretty great addition.
I liked it on most of the songs, but for some reason on Take It Back, I just didn't.
Mm. Yeah,
Rather
that's
just,
fair. Yeah, it's
and I agree with you that the hook was good and
yeah.
funny, but there is no one uglier than Bubba Sparks, so it was also a lie.
But it wasn't that the one where it's like we're gonna take it back to civil rights and Rosa Parks.
Yeah,
Part of it, yeah. Um, It's I really like the pitch switch vocals. Layup it just sets it up with this like pretty like intense pace, which is then kept up on layup the follower. With this like pretty dark and almost oppressive beat. Which Curry, he's just so I was. It reminded me of how like on Atrocity Exhibition, on like When It Rained or something like that. Um, you have this very weird beat which seems to be offbeat and doesn't really have a regular rhythm, but yet Danny Brown's just like tiptoeing over it. You know, he's just playing off that random beat, and Curry does this on this. Like this isn't. It's by no means a conventional beat to be rapping over, but he weaves in between it, man, like a seasoned veteran. There's some great flows on display on this project. Like one of my favorite lines is my bitch bad like battle rappers that make albums.
hmm
That's just funny, man. That's
and the
funny.
simps on this track were godly
Yeah.
when they came in. Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
I
And
also
then
thought
there's
that I'm going to contradict myself by saying on this track, I thought that the constant switching of vocal effects really made the song for me.
yeah, it's and then there's these little like sound effects, so it really that are interjected into it at like places which make sense. So like, uh, Curry has a bar about Mario, and then Kenny Beats puts in this Mario sound effect, and it's just there's this synergy between these two artists, man. They're working together. It's not I make the beat, you do the raps. It's we do the raps, we make the beats together, and it's just so well interwoven. I'd say. Diet features and
Wait, what about Pyro?
I don't really have much to say about Pyro.
Oh, it had the best line of the whole album.
Okay.
Make it rain on a bitch. That's how you water hose. Ugh. God.
No, I don't know, man.
Ugh.
I have more like Diet grew on me way more because it's
No, I'm just saying.
first.
There's that, and this the track with the on point ODB impersonation.
I thought
Or
that was
the
a Diet.
no,
Huh?
bro. You
No, I swear, Diet was the first time it comes in. But okay, anyway, ow. Oh. So on this project, along with the kind of throwback sort of vibe you get off of a couple of the beats, which feels kind of Wu Tang inspired, as well as the I guess that's those skits with uh of like vintage tape audio, whatever. It's kind of 36 Chambers inspired. Then
mhm.
you have Denzel Curry doing an on point ODB impression several times, and it's awesome. Like Curry just like growls over it. He can go so deep and so low and so angry, and then he also has that kind of insane vibrato that ODB used to bring to his stuff. So it's very cool, and it comes out of nowhere. Like we had no idea he was going to be doing that.
No,
And
but I sort of guess from if you've seen the Cave episode, they talk about Wu Tang a lot in that, and then you
right,
see the cover, and then once I heard the ODB thing, it all sort of clicked together, and the
yeah,
instrumentals as well, of course.
yeah,
They're obviously inspired by the Wu.
yeah. It's
I thought this was the best track in my opinion.
oh,
The like he starts off with this really laid back flow. It's almost just talking,
mhm,
and then it suddenly speeds up, and then at the end it gets really aggressive, and then the hook comes in, and it's just crazy.
mm,
And the beat's got so much punch to it, especially the drums. They're
right.
so loud. It's crazy.
It's not my
Great.
favorite song. I'm gonna have to
It's
disagree with you. My favorite song is coming up.
I thought, and I also like the on the hook, the pitched up vocals. They reminded me of G's, the Mac Miller song, because he had it sort of where he was switching his voice. It sounded very similar as well. I don't know whether that was inspiration or what, but
Mm.
there we are.
Yeah, there's
It's
a
incredible. Dot PKG.
oh,
What does that
package.
mean?
I think it's package. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. But So Incredible is my favorite track. It has a more of a jazzy and bouncier beat than some of the harder ones on this, but it features some of the best flows and the best hook, in my opinion. Um, it's the longest cut on the project as well. It's so funky, it's beefy, it's incredible. Ah, I used the title of the song. There's also another. Is that? I swear there was an ODB sample at one point. The same one that Peggy used on Thug Tears or Real uh,
Ninja.
Expletive Deleted. Yeah. Um, so I think it's the same one of ODB kind of doing that weird. I don't know. It sounds like he's throat singing or something. Yeah. And then when the bass comes in, there's this like there's an amazing verse on it as well, where like it just coming out. It's like it's the man of the hour, super confident, and my clothes yell it louder. And if it don't compute, then I got to reroute you. Dressed all in black like a motherfucking bouncer. Eye for an eye, now I gotta eye gouge you. Life been a bitch like a blue nosed schnauzer. Man, and he's barking that like ODB, and that was that's something special, man. That is such a good part, and I'm pretty sure the first it kicks off with this great line like, uh, "I don't write rhymes, I write something."
Checks.
What?
Checks. I write
Yeah, I
checks.
don't write rhymes, I write checks. Might rewrite your life if the price set. It's such a good hook, and it's repeated a couple times. It's so good. Um, yeah, I just love
This
how
is probably the best one for wordplay. I also really like the Do you underdig like an archaeologist?
Yeah.
Underdig's being a bit of Miami slang
Mm-hmm.
or
We love
Florida.
we love Carrie rep in Miami. We love it. Um, there
And
after
it's
this,
only him and Pitbull that rep for Miami.
I love hearing him rep for Miami.
I
It's
like
nice.
the beat had some good bounce to it.
Yeah.
It was really busy, even though it didn't switch up like on a lot of the other songs.
No, I think it's the only one which doesn't really, besides track 7. But I don't really want to talk about track 7.
Track 7 does switch up though.
At
Kenny's
the at the very end.
flexing,
At the very end.
flexing on his producer bag, just getting all these smooth ass instrumentals.
It's so weird. It's just a synth
Um,
funk instrumental.
yeah, and he just playing like bits of verses from the previous songs.
Mm. It's okay, but I don't know if it really like it doesn't really wow me like the other ones do. Um,
It's a nice little bit before
it's a little nice little bit. It's a nice little bit. It's a nice little.
Cos.
But it just closes on such a strong track, man. And it's here where you get that kind of chaotic vibrato. That's that ODB staple, man. And the frequent vocal effects, the obscure sample make the hook hit harder. It's got a thick ass bass, a great jazzy melody, and it closes out this very tight project. It feels like a very passionate project. Um, it's like yeah, it just feels like it might have been something that came following that cave episode because Denzel Curry
Well,
has
it
the best
was.
cave freestyle by far.
They made it in 3 days. This
Oh,
project and the cave all at the same time.
well, yeah, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It definitely feels like one came out of the other. Um, yeah, I think it's a very strong project, a very tight project. Um, I love how short it is as well. I love how short it is. It just gets in, it does its thing, and it gets out. It doesn't hang around, you know,
Hmm. Just
because
like anger management.
yeah, just like anger management. That's such a good point. That is such a good point, man. Yeah, I love these kind of compact mini albums, and also I guess Freddie as well. I think that's only like 25 minutes or something. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I love these very short, hard, um, like albums that Kenny Beats is doing with artists that he loves. Like,
I
it's
feel like this could have been a bit longer though.
yeah, it could have done with. I would have gone for like 25 minutes on this. Like a
Hmm.
couple more tracks, one fewer synth funk track, then
Why
just
not? It's a nice little bit. You gotta give
no.
Kenny some. I mean,
I
you
don't know.
can't
It's
be
just
all about Denzel.
it just kills the vibe for me for a bit.
Nah,
Like
because
I want to hear some
so
more like
smooth though.
hard lyrics about schnauzers and gouging. It's that one that like
You
eye for
can't
an
be
eye,
all
I've got an eye
schnauz all the
gouger.
time.
It reminds me of that little skit before Method Man when he's talking about jamming a screwdriver, rusty screwdriver through your tongue, something like that. Yeah. Ah, we love Method Man. Um, okay, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10, bro.
Me too.
Wow, wow, what a unique thing. We're operating on the same wavelength, buddy. I love to see that. Okay, and now on to the singles for today. So the first one is a cheeky two-parter, but only one of the songs we're really going to be talking about. It's Alone Omen 3, King Cruel from his upcoming album, Man
Is it a
Alive.
guy or a band?
He's a guy. He's a guy. Like, he has a band, but it's definitely more him. You know, it's like Tame Impala, where like Kevin Parks
Like,
is the guy who does it, and then he has a band as well.
like Tori Moore as well.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so this like it's a marked change in his sonic direction. It's kind of more akin to Dumb Surfer than Baby Blue. Um, they are it's a bit distorted, a bit dirty, while still being like gloriously jazzy and just highly emotive in my opinion. I love the vulnerability that is present in Alone Omen 3, especially at the end where he's just repeating the line, "You're not alone, you're not alone." And I just really love how it's it's reminding me of like some of the stuff that I've written where you use jazz chords but you distort them and you play them in like almost an alt rocky rhythm. It's very cool. It's very cool. It's exactly what I wanted to hear, and I'm really looking forward to the album. Yeah,
I just I thought it reminded me a bit of Mac DeMarco,
yeah, I'll give you
still
that.
on the vocals quiet.
Yeah, although King
But
Cruel
the
is
song, nothing that interesting really happened in it.
I
Just felt
disagree.
like a weird choice for a single to me, at least.
It's probably gonna be one of the deeper cuts on the album. Is if you listen to Dumb Surfer, it's really similar to that. Dumb Surfer is this kind of really grim alt rock track from The Use, which is the 2017 album. It's I'll give you it's a bit not monotonous, but it's not bouncing all over the place and changing constantly. It's kind of it finds its 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 groove, and it kind of sits in there. It does pick up towards the end. It takes this. It has a climax, and it's an effective one, but it's definitely more of a laid back track. And the
Yeah,
same,
that was the main thing I wrote down. That I thought it was a weird choice for a single.
yeah, yeah, I'll give you that. But I
It didn't
feel
really leave me with anything.
I the other single is "Don't Let the Dragon Drag On," and that's even more laid back. It's just a couple chords repeated on like just for 2.5 minutes with some almost spoken word over it. It feels very abstract, um, but I really like it. It's just so chill, man. It's so chill, but it also very vulnerable, and it feels like it's gonna be an interesting album. I think it's gonna be a very dark album. It's gonna be something to look forward to. King Cruel is one of my favorite artists. I mentioned on my top 10 albums, I think, of the decade, or just best albums of the decade. I mentioned that he was hugely influential to me and what I write, what I listen to. And I'm really looking forward to this. It feels like more of an abstract sort of direction for the music, and I think I love the artwork. Have you seen the artwork for the the EP and then or like the single and then for the album, Tom?
Yeah.
It's so cool. I don't know if he does it or if his brother does it, but it's fucking cool artwork, man. It's really cool. And his mum makes these shirts for. I have one. They're just really cool. It's all these like wacky designs. He's a very cool guy. King Cool's a very cool guy, and he's very cool music. And I'm really looking forward to the album. Okay, all right. Enough fangirling. Enough fangirling. It's time for you to fangirl about Joji.
Joji is back. We did review Ballads 1 to
Mm-hmm.
mixed results, which was better than I was expecting,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
It was certainly better than his first project.
And then this, I know it's been said a few times before, but these are the best vocals he's ever recorded. He actually sounded very compelling and like a very emotional,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
just very good.
I I will give you that they were a lot clearer and a lot more emotional, and it's not like if you compare it to like is it all right, that song which has like a pretty solid beat, but he's just mumbling the whole time, and that's his thing. He was just mumbling on his previous projects, whereas here he's actually singing. I find his singing a bit nasally though. Um, did you not find that, or is it just
Not overly, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just thought that the instrumental was a bit bland, but even then,
Mm.
the guitar solo at the end kind of made up for it.
Oh yeah, certainly, certainly.
It was a sad breakup song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he really gets into his range as well, which you didn't
Yeah,
probably
he
know
does.
he had. And
No.
it sort of kind of surprised me really,
Yeah. It's definitely the best single he's put out.
for sure.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, the bar wasn't set particularly high.
This is also true. This is what you gotta take into account. But I don't know if you've seen the pictures of him, but he has been in the studio with our boy Kenny Beats.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my god. Uh, okay,
get ready,
okay.
get ready for some Joji trap.
Well, we've already had that with Pink Guy. But no, no, some proper Joji trap. That'll be interesting. Oh, Rip Filthy Frank, bro. Rip Filthy Frank.
And
It's so
also,
weird to think that's the same guy.
it is. And also, Rip Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
He said he quit music last night.
Oh, what? I didn't know that. Well, Harvard Dropout was terrible. So I don't
But
think
he
it's
said
worth.
like 2 weeks ago that Lil Pump 2 is coming soon.
Oh, maybe they'll still drop it. Maybe they'll still drop it. But
And Uzi said he was gonna retire and he didn't.
yeah, but who knows what Lil Uzi's doing?
And Navs did as well, and then he dropped Bad Habits.
Yeah, but Nav should have just like left the game. Can Nav please leave the game, please?
Nav, we need another project.
Nav, we don't need another project. Nav, we need no more projects.
We need
Please
to
leave the
save
game.
the game.
No. Okay.
Work with Kenny Beats, he can make you make bangers.
If you had to tell them, if you had to tell our glorious listeners to listen to one of the singles, what would you recommend?
One what single?
If you had to tell them to listen to one single, which you'd turn to listen to Run, right?
What over King Cruel?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell them to listen to Alone Omen 3. If anyone does listen to it, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. I have been Tim. I've been joined by Tom,
Hey,
and
what's up?
you have been um unlocked. Yeah.
So I guess
So,
I'll run.
and I'm feeling very alone. Omen 3 on this Valentine's Day. Okie dokie. See you guys later.